Hello everyone, here's the solution to question 6 of the 2024 Mathematics WAEC examination. In the question, we are told that a geometric progression has the following concurrent values. The first value is given here as x plus 2. The immediate value is given as 4x plus 3. And then the third value is given as 7x plus 24. And then we are told that given that this is a geometric progression, we should find first the value of x, and then secondly to find the common ratio. Now, to solve this question, we have to remember that geometric progression means that you have your first value given as a. Your geometric ratio is often denoted as r. And the formula to find your geometric ratio is given as r equals second term over first term, or you could also have third term over your second term. I believe you get it now. That means you can also have it as your fourth term over your third term and so on and so forth. So given that we only have 3 values here, we're going to use this to find the value of x. So that means that in this case, 4x plus 3 all upon x plus 2 is equal to 7x plus 24 upon 4x plus 3. Now what we do here is just cross multiply, and then we use that to find the value of x. Now let's go. 4x plus 3 into 4x plus 3 equals x plus 2 into 7x plus 24. Now let's expand. 4x multiplied by 4x will give you 16x squared. 4x multiplied by 3, that is 12x. And the same here, another 12x, and then plus 3 multiplied by 3 to give you 9. Then on the other side, we have x into 7x to give us 7x squared, x into 24 to give you 24x, 2 into 7x to give us 14x, and then 2 into 24 to give us 48. Now you tidy this up, and remember, it already looks like a quadratic equation. Make sure that the highest exponent is always placed first. So that is, in this case, when we collect our like terms, we have 16x squared. Now you bring the other value that has x squared to this side of the equation, which would then be negative 7x squared. Now we go to the values of x. Here we have plus 12x plus another 12x. And then on this other side, when we bring them in, it becomes negative 24x and then negative 14x. And here we have 9 plus 9 and then minus 48, all becoming 0. Now let's tidy this up so that it doesn't look so messy. 16x, when you subtract 7x from that, you have 9x squared. Of course, 12x plus 12x gives you 24, minus 24x, we are left with 0. That is all we have here is just negative 14x. And then 9 minus 48 should give us negative 39, all equals 0. Remember, you can solve this with any of the quadratic equation formulas that you know. Either use the formula method or you use factorization method. But here, we're going to be using the formula method. Remember, when you're solving the value of x using formula method, your value of x equals to your negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all upon 2a. Now let's apply this. Remember, your value of a in this question is 9. The value of b in this question is negative 14. And the value of c is negative 39. Now let's apply that into the formula and see the value of x. Our value of x therefore becomes negative Our value of b, remember, is negative 14, so put that in a bracket so you do not make mistake. Then plus or minus the square root, in this case b squared, which is negative 14 in bracket squared, minus, now we have 4 multiplied by our a, which is 9, multiplied by our c, which is negative 39, all upon 2 multiplied by a, which is 9. Now take time to solve this. On this side, we're going to be having a positive number now, 14, plus or minus square root. Now we can then compute the values of 14 squared. 14 squared will end up with 196. And in this other side, we have positive, of course, when we have 4 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 39. Remember, minus multiplied by minus gave us this plus. So our value here is 1,404, all upon 18. Now, continue. Here we have 14 plus or minus square root of 1,600 all over 18, making our value of x to become 14 plus or minus, and then the square root of 1,600 is 40 all over 18, meaning our x is 14 plus 40 over 18, or 14 minus 40 over 18. Now in the first one, we are going to have here we have 54 over 18, or on the other side, negative 26 over 18. So when we work with either of these, a value of x, our x equals 3, or on the other side, where we have negative 26 divided by 18, negative 1.44. Now remember, x cannot be a negative answer in this case, so we go for x equals 3. Now we can then use this to find the value of our common ratio. Now let's solve for b. For the b part, our r therefore becomes, pick any of these two equations that we mentioned earlier, that is 4x plus 3 over x plus 2, or the other side. So I'll be using this side to solve for the value of our r. So our r becomes 4x plus 3 over x plus 2. And when we put in the value of x, which is 3, our value for r then becomes 4 into 3 plus 3 over 3 plus 2, making it 12 plus 3 over 5. Our r is then 15 over 5, making r to be 3. And that is how we solve this question.